Hello, my friends. Welcome to our Sunday night free broadcast. And I like to mix it up a little bit and always introduce new information as often as I can. And I didn't realize it until we were already in the middle of a holiday weekend that it's a holiday weekend. And in Canada, it's Thanksgiving. In the United States, we're celebrating the Columbus Day holiday on Monday. And so I'm going to add that into the subject of tonight's free broadcast, which is the secrets to enrolling holiday job seekers on Facebook and LinkedIn. Earlier today, I had a conversation with an old friend, Brent Bryson, over at New Skin, who we've kind of worked together and shared information now for maybe 19 years. And I asked Brent, I said, I'm the only outside trainer that you've ever really allowed access to your people over the years. And, I'm curious as to why. And he kind of laughed and he gave me two reasons. First, he said that I'm one of the only outside trainers that has ever built a network marketing company. And you could tell, he could tell by the caliber of the information and the scripts that we share with everybody. A lot of people are touting theory, but the other thing he said that was that I hadn't really thought about is that because of my experience over the years, I'm probably one of the only social media people out there that is not only uniquely qualified to teach all of you about social media, but there's nobody out there that can teach you the essence of network marketing, how to really build a business, the things that you need to do when it comes to working with social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, whatever. So anyway, it's nice to hear from respected leader, good friend, get a little confirmation there. But it's something that I really hadn't thought about, because when I talk to everybody about social media, Facebook and LinkedIn, I kind of leave out there in the backgrounds for those of you that really want to build a network marketing business. And that's why we do these 90-day game plans and we do these quarterly retreats. Man, I know this business is good, actually probably better than most of the folks that are out there. So that being said, I want to share with you a very, very small and narrow piece of information that can help all of you talk to a very, very specific target audience. Now, there's an easy way to build your business, and most people, frankly, are doing it the hard way. And there's a lot of misinformation that's out there. And we have a lot of new folks here tonight, so we're just going to step everybody through it, and then we're going to jump into something that may keep some of you up tonight. See, building a business doesn't have to be hard. It really doesn't. But a lot of you are being lied to. A lot of you are being fed with misinformation, bad information, information that doesn't work. So let's be clear. If you're trying to build a network marketing organization, you're trying to build a business, well, you don't need a list, because Facebook and LinkedIn provide you with a huge list. All you have to do is learn how to filter down through that list and get to the right people. You don't need a website, because you can use your company website. You don't need a blog, and you don't need a funnel. And if you have these things already, well, Okay. But if you have them, you don't need to buy leads. You don't need to spend money on traffic. You certainly don't need to spend money on advertising. You don't need to spend money on anything else. If you don't have them, don't go down that road, because creating a Facebook, creating a website or a blog or a funnel takes time. And what you're being shown how to do produces almost immediate results. All you need is a simple profile page, the Facebook phone app, the LinkedIn phone app, and an hour or two a day, and you could be talking to perfect prospects every day about your business. And then helping them, your new recruits, enroll their friends almost immediately. We've been talking for the last 3 months about my 90-second discovery that produces more enrollments like I've never seen. But it only works if people can see it. And most people don't realize they're invisible. People cannot see your Facebook and LinkedIn profiles. And if they can see it, they only see very limited amounts of it. See, your settings limit your visibility initially to the people that you know, possibly to the friends of people you know, and then it leaves it out. When you open up your settings and you make yourself visible, you're going to get better results. A profile can help you build your business faster, connect you to more people than you know, talk to perfect prospects everywhere in the world. But your profile only helps you if people can see it. So all the things that people are telling you to do doesn't work if your settings are off. Some of you have every right to be angry. But turn your settings up, go from invisible to invincible, go from frustrated to successful, and start talking to people every day. Now, to help everybody become visible, for the last 60 days, we've been giving away our universal profile checklist. You can get it at maxsteingart.com/profile giveaway. We gave it as a free download for registering for this training, or you could just go to the website and get it, give it to members of your team, make yourself visible. Additionally, for a short period of time, we're also selling my scripts book for $27. Now, the retail price is supposed to be $199. It's part of my Endless Free Leads program, but you can get it at maxsteingart.com/proven scripts. We have an online edition, so you don't have to print it out. You can actually access the information online. And specifically for those of you that have it, I want to remind you, scripts for the holidays can be found on page 66 and 67 in the scripts book. And we want to focus on Columbus Day here in the United States, and in Canada, Thanksgiving. Now, at the end of the month, we have Halloween. Additionally, you can use the birthday strategy on page 61 and 62 to begin immediately talking to the people that you're connected to that are having a birthday. Judy used the birthday strategy, wished somebody an early happy birthday, asked how they were doing. Next thing, they reached out to her, signed her up in their business. She went through our boot camp with 5 new associates. Now, I'm not showing you this to impress you. I show you this to impress upon you what you can be doing, what members of your team can be doing. And for those of you that are really into sales, we're going to help you take your ability to a whole new level. Joel went through one of my boot camps, and then we started working together one-on-one. And, you know, every once in a while I work with somebody that is just so new to this whole environment. And Joel was one of those people. But in his first month, he enrolled 18 people in his business using the same techniques he's used for years. He quadrupled his business. And now he's so busy on Facebook and LinkedIn, he hasn't time to do much else. The secrets to closing more sales is to stick to the scripts in the scripts book, follow the conversation, not the script, and always focus on the other person. And you'll become a top earner in your business when you talk to enough of the right people. So if you're not having the results you want on Facebook and LinkedIn, the reasons are easy to identify, simple to fix. It's either the contents and visibility of your profile, the people you're trying to talk to, or what you're saying to people. Now, once you exhaust your warm market contacts, every network marketer is going to face 3 challenges. First, how can you cost effectively generate high quality leads of qualified prospects who are truly interested in a home-based business? It doesn't matter what your business is. How can you quickly connect with them through social media? And how can you build a personal relationship with them so they get involved in your business? Well, I've solved all 3 of these challenges, and I'm going to show you how to enroll the people that are looking to make more money over the holiday weekend. And you can do it easily on Facebook and LinkedIn. Now, there are millions of people looking for jobs to increase their income on Facebook and LinkedIn. Now, more people than ever before are actively seeking ways to increase their income before and during the holiday season. Now, they're looking for jobs. Let's be clear here. But many of those people who are looking for jobs also have some network marketing experience. People want a flexible schedule. People want to earn more than what an hourly part-time job could pay them. And you have their solution. The search window on Facebook and LinkedIn will enable you to filter down through that entire database of people and pick out the people that clearly would be interested in what you have to offer. You know, I love stories, and Marty Weworka was a good friend, and we started working together maybe 10 years ago. He was one of the top leaders in Vima. And after going through our coaching program, we had a couple of hours left. So he asked me, he says, Max, you know, I'm looking for some young people, people that are millennials. So he asked me to show him how to prospect and recruit out of the universities. And when you bring someone new into your business with the right mindset, they can become a whale, a top earner in no time at all. So he went over to Arizona State University because he lives in Phoenix, and he brought Alex Morton, 20 years old, into his business. And, you know, when you're in college, you know, your job opportunities are limited. And Alex caught the vision of talking to college students whose opportunities to make money revolved around fast food, revolved around retail. And so in 4.5 years, Alex became a $1 million earner. They created the online persona, Dorm Room Millionaire. They also created a movement inside their company called the YPR, Young People's Revolution. And the whole strategy behind this was to show people how, instead of getting a part-time job at a Wendy's or a Denny's or a Burger King, they could join your business, work online, and make more money in less time. So just to give you an example of how this process works, on LinkedIn all by itself, if you go to Arizona State University, and I'm just going to flip over here and demonstrate it. So up here at the top, we're going to Arizona State University. Now, scroll down on the left, alumni. So you see you have 345,121. And they're going to tell you where they live, where they work, what they do, what they studied, what they're skilled at, and they'll show you how you're connected. So what you're really interested in is what they do. And we can come up here and we could put in the year, like for example, show me the folks who are going to school that are going to graduate in 2020. Now keep a look at this number over here on the left. Then go over here and let's put in 2017. So you're down to 89,000 people. And look at the people where they work. Now what we can do, what do they do? Let's come over here to sales. They're working at Starbucks. They're working at Target. They're working at Nordstrom. They're working at Walmart, Best Buy. Easy to connect with people that clearly are looking for opportunities to make some extra income. So Alex left Jeunesse, left Vima, and he joined Jeunesse. And in his first 30 days, he went right to the top. Now, millions of people that are looking for part-time work and are naturally attracted to your business are waiting to talk to you. In our scripts book, we have a list of burned out strategies. People that are naturally looking for opportunities to make some extra income. And I'm pleased to say that our Spanish version of the scripts book looks like in another 5 or 6 days we'll be able to get that out. But let's take a look at some of these professions and look at the numbers. Doctors. Look at the number of doctors. It's the highest burnout profession out there. A lot of these folks are great candidates for a network marketing business. How about nurses? Most nurses are attracted to network marketing. In fact, a lot of them will get into the business, some business, within 5 or 6 years of getting into nursing. Social workers, teachers. People are naturally inclined to talk to people that share their experience. So the different things that you do, the different jobs that you have, open you up to having conversations with people that you have a lot in common with. Police officers, public accountants. Now, here's a biggie for you, fast food. And when we do fast food, there are a number of searches that you can use. Fast food would be one. Then you could do searches for particular fast food restaurants or establishments. Pizza, bartender, waitress, server, hostess. And then we have retail. Now these are going to be the biggest categories of professionals or people that aspire to these positions. Other great professional prospects are virtual assistants, coaches, life coaches, health coaches, transformation coaches, and social media coaches. Now, I did a search for looking for an opportunity, and there are 767,854 professionals looking for an opportunity on LinkedIn right now. When we did looking for opportunities, 1.110 million professionals looking for an opportunity. Looking for part-time opportunities, 184,450. Burger King crew, 20,220. Denny's restaurant servers. I mean, there's no limit to the variations of keywords that you could use. Now, something new. LinkedIn is adding employment type as a new category on your profile. And they've got a special category for part-time employees. Now, for more enrollments in the fourth quarter, you need to talk to more of the right people. The fastest growing top earners in network marketing today will tell you they owe their success to Facebook and LinkedIn. They have teams of people enrolling their best new customers and distributors. They're doing it in less than an hour a day. And the new recruits are doing the same thing within a few days of joining their business, but no one's willing to tell you how they're doing it unless you're on their team. Well, I'm going to show you how they're doing it and how you can do it too. I want you to think mobile, because 99% of what you want to do can be done on a mobile phone. I want you to think texting, because texting is the way you talk to people. And I want you to think video, and I want you to think big. Now, there are three things that make a social network great for prospecting and recruiting. The profiles of users contain information that helps you identify a good prospect in advance of contacting them. Second, method of communicating with other users on the network. We're talking about texting, live chat, or private messaging. And we're talking about a searching feature that enables you to filter through the entire population of users for prospecting and recruiting. But it is the method of communicating with people, texting, live chat, or private messaging, that's the most important part of this process. Facebook and LinkedIn, well, they've got all three of these features plus many more. They are the best social networks to build your business on. Facebook, 2.4 billion people and 96% of the users are mobile. 64% only log on from a mobile device. LinkedIn is the lead source used by the top earners in your business, and it's ignored by so many people. They have no idea this resource is waiting for them. 600 million professionals are on it. 63% of them are mobile. LinkedIn has become Facebook for professionals. If you're not on it, you need to get on it ASAP. People are on LinkedIn for business relationships, networking, and friendship. They have easy-to-read page formats. Posting features have been expanded. They're almost just like Facebook. Their advanced search and keyword features are the best features or keyword features of any social network out there, except maybe Match.com. Many Facebook features include notifications, follow, likes, comments, and shares. Their private messaging is every bit as responsive as Facebook. And you've got a smartphone app with video features and a direct linking to Twitter. So here's why you need to be on LinkedIn. It's aside from the fact that it's, like I said, Facebook for professionals, it's better than Facebook. Connects you to perfect prospects for your business faster. Their live chat enables you to text your prospects just like Facebook. Get responses from your prospects in 90 seconds. Make or share videos with your prospects using LinkedIn's phone app. You can see if your prospect is logged in or the last time they were. And you can see when your prospect is reading your message or typing their answer. Now, I've been teaching network marketers how to use LinkedIn effectively for the last 10 years, long before most people knew about it or used it. Now, millions of network marketers today are afraid of it. They're intimidated by it, or they're just refusing to use it. Now, I've just completed a 3-month in-depth study on LinkedIn, and I got to tell you, you got to get on it because your competition's already there. So if you want to talk to more people about your business every day, do you want a crazy number of people hitting you up about your opportunity every day? And do you want your message box to be filled with people wanting to join your team? Then you must simply be on LinkedIn because your competition, like I said, is already there. It takes 90 minutes for the average person to respond to an email. but it only takes 90 seconds for the average person to respond to a text message. Now, my proven formula is behind the success of many of the top earners in every network marketing company today. 4 C's equal big bucks. Create a page, connect with people, communicate with them, close them. And I'm going to take a look at some of the folks that are here. We're going to look at your profiles to see how visible you are. The key is to talk to the people that have the largest circles of influence. My formula will have you connecting with perfect prospects, communicating with them about your business, and closing sales every day. When we create our page, you either start from scratch if you don't have one, or take your existing page, modify it, fill in the blanks. A great profile will help you stand out from the crowd, attract your target audience, be irresistible to your ideal prospect. I want to introduce you to a concept called the Chameleon Strategy. In other words, reverse engineer your profile to match the prospect that you're looking for. Then proactively choose the best prospects to talk to. Think quality over quantity. They're going to look at your profile and they're going to go, oh, this is somebody that I would enjoy talking to. When we create our profile, we're going to fill in all the blanks. Your profile is a blank piece of marble. It's a blank canvas that you could literally do anything with. Turn yourself into the person you are that would be attractive to your existing warm market, that would be attractive to your ideal prospects, or put your profile out there as the person you want to be. But in either case, people will be lined up to talk to you. Then, once your profile's up, it's all about connecting with people. First, the people you know, your warm market contacts, then the friends of your friends, and finally, the strangers you want to know. Then it's all about communication. Talk to 5 to 20 people at your convenience every day. You can do that in under an hour or two. Identify perfect prospects by what you see on their profile and their daily activity. Qualify them with questions. Discover what their problems are. Identify their needs. Think quality over quantity. You're going to hear me saying that over and over again. And finally, close them. Talk to 5 to 20 qualified prospects every day. Use your company tools to present your business, and then make sales every day and enroll new business builders and customers. But take your business to the next level faster by helping your new recruits duplicate the process and help them make their first sales within 72 hours. So after they enroll, teach your new recruits to duplicate the process and recruit their connections. Show them what to do and what to say to their connections so they do and say exactly what you just did and said to them. Show them how to repeat the process over and over again and begin building a duplicating team that grows fast. Folks, it's not what works in network marketing, it's what duplicates. Bring somebody into your business tomorrow. By Wednesday, they're bringing in their friends. By Friday, those people are bringing in their friends. Today, 99% of your prospecting, recruiting, and business building can now be done on a mobile phone. Sending a video or an emoji gift in a text message produces immediate results. Now, the top earners in your business will tell you if you want to be successful, you must talk to 5 people about your business every day. You can easily do that on Facebook and LinkedIn in less than an hour by texting other people. If you want to be wildly successful, you must talk to 10 people about your business every day. And again, you can do that on Facebook and LinkedIn in an hour by texting other people. And if you want to go to the top in the next 90 days, you must talk to 20 people about your business every day. And you can do that on Facebook and LinkedIn in less than 2 hours a day. Now, the fast way to become a top earner is to talk to the people that you know with large circles of influence, bring them into your business, and help them bring in their friends. A faster way is to talk to professionals that you know with large circles of influence, bring them into your business, and help them bring in their friends. But the fastest way to become a top earner is to talk to the professionals that you want to know with large circles of influence. Bring them into your business and help them bring in their friends. So if you know who is in your target market, they are easier to find on Facebook and LinkedIn. Knowing your target audience and understanding who you want to talk to will determine who you're searching for, how you'll engage them, and increase the number of people you can talk to every day. The more you have in common with people, if you are in the service, you've got a natural connection, a natural bond to other people. Do you know why they need what you have? Because the key to increasing your closing ratios is to simply talk to the right people. So, when you're talking to a young person, we have in the script book scripts for students. Find out how they're paying for their education. Closing more sales is less about selling and more about listening and solving problems. So if your prospect doesn't have problems, it doesn't feel like they need your product, why continue to talk to them? The reason most people fail in sales or network marketing and lose a lot of money and time is they try to sell their product or opportunity to the wrong people. You can't sell filet mignon at 2 cents a pound to a vegetarian. Now, it's easy to connect with the right people because your choice of who to contact on Facebook and LinkedIn is based on you, your personal searching parameters, their profile contents and the images they display, their obvious online agenda, the ease of making the connection, the ease of communicating, and their circle of influence. So what do they look like? As you're scrolling down a list of nurses, active on Facebook and LinkedIn, positive, share similar experiences with you, share similar interests, and share similar values. Again, large circle of influence. Characteristics of a serious business builder. You've made a list of all the people you know. And now put number 1 through 5, depending upon how many of these characteristics they have, next to their name. Passionate about your products, ambitious beyond their current circumstances, entrepreneurial, they'd rather work for themselves than work for somebody else. They've been successful at something, and again, large circle of influence. Make that list, put the numbers next to their names, talk to the 5s first. Don't go alphabetically. Talk to the 5s, then the 4s. You'll never get to the 3s, 2s, or 1s. Business builder or customer? That's another question that everybody seems to be asking, because both are easy to find on either Facebook or LinkedIn. The business builders have the green circles, the customers have the reds. Imagine walking into a room filled with 100 people and being able to pick out the 10 people in the room wearing the green shirts that you know in advance would be customers. Business builders. Your business grows faster with business builders. It's easy to identify a serious business builder too. It's just as easy to recruit a business builder as it is to get a new customer. Now, we did some random searches here. For example, actresses. And when you use Sales Navigator, you'll not only be able to find them, but you'll also be able to see the ones that posted recently. Then follow the scripts in the scripts book. Actor. Again, use Sales Navigator. You get better results, and you can pick out the people who are more current. It's not that easy sometimes to tell when was the last time a person looked at their profile. Find them by doing a keyword search. Use the scripts in the scripts book. Model. Sales Navigator. More than 590,000 professional models.
Take that much to influence policies. These are $1,000 contributions to these guys.
Then we have entertainer. Sales Navigator. For those of you that are in boot camp, make sure you sign up for it for the 30 days that you're in boot camp so you can bang it up and use it. I'm sure you're going to want to keep it. Musician. 61,455. Now, LinkedIn is starting to actively promote the use of GIFs or moving images, and these GIFs are proving to be a real conversation starter, and they make you stand out from everybody else that isn't using them yet. They're also making it easy now when you hit one of those happy birthday, congratulations on your anniversary. They're adding the gifts right there. Using emojis and gifts can double your results on Facebook and LinkedIn. For those of you in bootcamp, we're going to give you some links to where you can download these, and you just add them to spice up the conversation when you're texting people. The results have been nothing short of amazing. And the best part about what I'm sharing with you is it's not technical or complicated. All you need is a simple free profile page to be connecting with perfect prospects for your business in seconds and begin a conversation. In our first coaching session with Bob, we opened up his settings. We added entrepreneur to his profile. And within a few hours, he had 3 old friends call his brother to get his phone number because we hid his phone number on his profile. They called him, wanting to know what he was doing. He sold all 3 of them products. I says, Bob, post that on your Facebook. So he does. And within 24 hours, he had 25 people like it. 29 people made a comment. He talked to all of them, and he got 8 more customers. The same process works on LinkedIn the same way. Sonny's upline insisted the only way you can build a business is with a home party. Go over to their house. Well, we showed him how to recruit people in different parts of the country. He signed somebody up in Vegas. He lives in Minnesota. Then we showed him how to do a home party online. His new recruit brought 8 people over. All 8 signed up in the business. 7 want to be business builders. In 2 weeks in boot camp, he had 30 people in his business. Raphael was building a Melaleuca business. He'd been struggling for well over a year. And once he went through boot camp, he signed up 5 people while he was in boot camp. And now he's on fire. Marissa signed up 13 recruits in 10 days right around Christmas. 13 people, 10 days before Christmas. Rhonda Kyer, when we first started working together, we opened up her settings. We made 1 post, and her page exploded. 2 days later, she signed up 2 people. 3 more were taking a look at the business. She signed them up too. And her whole team was joining our next boot camp. When we started working with her, her first year, she was making $150K. 3 years later, she was up to $750. Today, she's a $1 million earner in her business. It was the chat function that made it work for her. Lauren's a $1 million earner in her company. As a matter of fact, there are $60 million earners in her company that I've worked with. When you talk to enough of the right people, anything is possible. Over the summer, in 4 months, Eli generated $170,000 in sales. Now, I not only helped him with his network marketing business, but he also had a few other businesses, and what I was teaching him, he could apply to some of the other things he was doing, and that's why he put up that big number. It was our personal coaching sessions that changed his life. Al, after 1 coaching session, enrolled 3 people in his business his first week. And Terry, coming right off of our first boot camp session, 7 recruits in 4 days. Tracy, amazing lady, came out of boot camp with 5 people. Her confidence exploded. She rank advanced 1 level in 30 days. And the following month, she rank advanced another level. 1 year after coming out of boot camp, Rosie Gonzalez had 15,000 people in her business. Agnes and Gennady made diamond in their company in 73 days with brand new people. In 180 days, they reached double diamond. Remember, it's not what works, it's what duplicates. So, for more enrollments in the 4th quarter, you got to talk to more of the right people. I want to encourage you. Join me in our boot camp. Use some of these new strategies to get more enrollments. And you could rank advance at a higher rank and with a larger team before the end of the year. So, how big is your business right now? Think about it. How big? How many business builders? What's your volume? How many customers do you have? How big would you like it to be at the end of the year? How big your business will grow between now and New Year's Eve is going to be determined by 4 things. First, the number of people you talk to about your business between now and then. Second, the number of people that you enroll. Third, the number of people that the people you enroll know. And fourth, what you do to ensure maximum duplication and growth. Remember, texting is talking. You know, in Super Bowl 51, 2 years ago, the New England Patriots were trailing the Atlanta Falcons by 25 points during the third quarter. They would come back in the fourth quarter to score 25 unanswered points, tie the game, and then defeat the Atlanta Falcons 34-28 in overtime. If you're not a football fan, it was a spectacular game. Patriots quarterback Tom Brady was named MVP and broke Super Bowl records. Coach Bill Belichick just stood behind him and applauded. Well, your possibilities in the fourth quarter are endless. And I'm standing by to help you take your business to the next level. So what do you want to be doing on New Year's Eve? Celebrating or having a pity party because you think your business is slowing down over the winter? Folks, it's not over building your business until you win. Eliminate rejection when talking to your prospects. So join me tomorrow at 9 a.m., 4 p.m., and 10 p.m. Yes, it's a holiday in the United States and Canada, but I have a lot of students that are working towards a goal. So we're going to be doing these Ask Max sessions Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Go to maxsteingart.com/webinars. For those of you that are in boot camp, jump on them. We're going to help you with your profiles. And follow the scripts when you're talking to people. Again, the profile giveaway. Make sure you are as visible as possible. I am going to type into the chat window a special promotion code for those of you that are here. Oops. Jim, we're going to take a look. Okay? Go to www.maxsteingart.com/bootcamp and use the promotion code. We'll drop the price for bootcamp to that. Work with me in 4 two-hour sessions. We already had the first session. It's already been recorded, and it should be available for everybody to see. Our next session is how to connect with perfect prospects, how to communicate with them and close them. This is what we covered in our first session. How to create a winning profile that will attract perfect prospects. How to create a powerful profile to stand out from the crowd, and how to brand yourself to dominate any niche market. And let me pop over here and let's look at some of you that are here. Okay, so we'll take a look at Jim, and let's look at Jim on LinkedIn. Okay. Okay, this is Facebook. Jim, there's a couple of things. And number one, you really want to have a follow me button up here. So you can only have 5,000 connections, direct connections on Facebook. And the reason that Facebook created the fan pages and the public pages was because of this limitation. And then they came back and they put a follow me button on it, which has no limit. So you definitely want to put that there. Okay, just want to make sure that people could like, comment, and share the things that you're doing. Let's come over here to About. Contact and basic information. Jim, there's a lot of pieces here that limit your visibility, including your birthday. There's about 5 different elements here that if you opened them up, checked them off, made yourself more visible, more people would see it. That's where you get to tell your story. Now, you may have filled all of these out, but your settings are off. And we can see where you went to school, but we can't see your work. And of course, you don't want people to be able to see who your friends are. Otherwise, people can prospect your friends. Now, we could also go over to LinkedIn. And Jim, we should probably have a conversation. You're not the only person out there that's putting yourself out there like this, and there's some definite things here that you want to add and you want to change. Let's come over here to look at some basics. Okay, number one, you could now publish your birthday and your email address is visible to me. Okay, but let me log out of my account, log into someone else's. Here on Jimmy's second level. So again, your email address and your birthday could be seen by everyone, and the level of exposure that those few little things can do can really mean the difference between talking to 10 people a day, 15 people a day, 20 people a day. So how visible are you? Probably about maybe 40, 50% visible. And let's kind of look at some of the other folks that are here. I think I'll start down at the bottom this time. Wayne, it doesn't look like you're coming up on LinkedIn. Let's check you out on Facebook. Okay, Wayne, I guess your spelling's off. Let's come up here and look at I want to look at some new folks. Okay, so Nigel, you got a follow me button. You have 101 characters of information that you could put here. And let's come over here and read about you. Again, you're invisible. Birthday. Okay, you're married. So come back over here. It's going to ask you, are you interested in men or women? Put women. Put men and women. Okay? You're not here for dating. Now, let's look at Kim. Kim, do you see yourself there? Let's look on LinkedIn. Okay, now, we are going to be, in this upcoming boot camp, we're going to be introducing some new strategies and some new scripts that are having unbelievable results. Now, here are 10 reasons why you want to sign up in our boot camp. You want to start immediately. You want my live personal guidance to achieve what others are doing. You want to master my proven create, connect, communicate, and close system faster. Our goal is to help all of you make 5 sales before boot camp is over. You want me to help tweak your Facebook and LinkedIn profile pages. You want help searching for the right people for your business. You want help communicating with your prospects. You want to have more conversations that end in sales, and you want to make more sales and rank advance by New Year's Eve. If you follow the process that I am going to share with you, everybody, talk to 5 people a day, 10 people a day, 20 people a day. Leads are free. You want to do more business before New Year's Eve, and you want to save money with a special discount we popped in there. Join me during our live Ask Max sessions during the week. We'll answer your questions. We'll log into people's accounts. We'll show you exactly how this process works. So join me. Boot camp started last Thursday. The first session was recorded. It is now up and available. And for those of you that are participated in our 2-day top earner retreat, we have half of the videos are up, I believe. Eliminate rejection by talking to the right people. Folks, we're here to help you. And the most important part about what I'm teaching you is that you can experience almost immediate results. Bring somebody into your business on Monday, and by Wednesday, they're bringing in their friends. By Friday, they're bringing in their friends. The whole process happens so fast that there is nothing, absolutely nothing, to prevent you from going to the top of your business and doing it, frankly, rather quickly. Let me look at one other thing here. Okay, Jim, if you do have some time, sometime tomorrow, I was talking to Chris, or Chris and I were both talking about you, and there's some things that I can suggest that can really give you a big boost. So if you have a chance, pop. Well, here, let me just unmute you.
Hey, Max, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Hey, what's up?
Let me bring your profile back up so everybody can see it. Okay, now let's go over here. That's LinkedIn. Let's go Facebook. Okay. And I understand you're working with Chris. You're building a Melaleuca business?
Yes, sir.
Okay. One of the things that you have to be sensitive to is duplication. So in many cases, recruiting people, talking to people, is relatively easy. But a lot of times when you engage folks in a conversation, what happens is that they really have a genuine need for the opportunity you're talking about, but they're thinking to themselves, man, I really need this. I really want to do this. But man, that Jim, I mean, he's just so slick, and he's so smart, and he's so educated, and he's a doctor, and he's got this book and everything else. And, I could never do what, you're doing. Now, you get to a point in time where as a leader, it's relatively, you're not trying to, you don't have to state your rank or anything else like this. But what people see on your profile is what they expect you want to talk about. So, for example, we go over here, and if somebody wanted to, again, this is your beginning of your funnel, and this probably works really, really well for you. Actually, we should probably talk. What I wanted to show you, though, let's come over here, and let's look at, since I mentioned his name earlier today. Now, Brent is a team elite in Nu Skin, and when you come over here, Boy, I'll tell you something. I've got to just go over here and let's go here. Holy smokes. Blake was 22 when I first did a coaching session with him because his father couldn't get him. His father couldn't get him interested in Nu Skin until he went online. But if you come down here and you look, now he's like Team Elite. There is nothing on his page that talks about his business. It's all, he's free to basically go out and talk to folks, reach out to people, connect with folks. And this hasn't changed since I helped him write it 19 years ago. The only thing he took off was he's helped over 70 people, you know, become $1 million earners. So it's all your profiles are designed for the people that you want to reach out and connect with. Now, there are certain strategies that you can use on your profile that could prove to be very, very successful. All of you are different. Let me bring up another example and see if he's still here. So I'm going to bring up Frank. And let's see. I'm going to unmute Frank. Sometimes people are going to respond. So what we did in boot camp, okay, we made a couple of posts, and Frank, did you get any interesting responses to these subtle changes we made?
I did. I had a few friends made some comments on them.
Mm-hmm. Well, that can be the start of your conversation. Let's see what we did over here.
And I still need to work on that.
Yeah.
Add that in first person.
And again, the you know, the thing that you're gonna, you see, the more things that you do, the easier it is to connect with people that are connected to these professions. And so if we come over here to LinkedIn, you got the same thing. There you are. And the thing is, for those of you that are in professions where, you know, you're really sensitive about letting anybody know that you're in network marketing, you don't have to have anything on your page at all that says anything about your network marketing business. I'm working with a probably one of the most prominent attorneys in the Pacific Northwest in his field. He's got over, I think, 17,000 connections on LinkedIn. And he says, Max, I can't have anybody know that I'm even connected with any kind of a network marketing company. And there's no reason for you to do that, for him to do that. And yet, once your profile is visible to everybody, you can go out and you can talk to people that you work with, people in whatever field that you're in, and start conversations that, by following a few simple scripts, can have you talking to people that you know, people that you're connected to, about your business opportunity, because you're serving a need. You know what they have, and you know that you've got to, you know what they need, and you know they need what you have. So the only, you know, Frank, you're so you got so many things going on that this is where that chameleon strategy takes effect, because I mean, you could change this. You know, one day you've got this up, or 1 week you keep it up, and another week, you know, you put something else up. It depends on the audience that you're trying to reach. Now, notice you're listing, you're in Atlanta. Now, let's say that your company was having an event in Dallas, Texas, or you decided that you want to build your business in Australia. All right? Then what you do is you come up here and you change your location. Put yourself in Dallas. Put yourself in Sydney, Australia.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah, I've done that on Facebook. I've changed the location to Vegas a couple of times.
Uh-huh. And how'd that work?
Really good. And I was in Vegas one of the times.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I got a lot of interest on it.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, a couple of years, 20 years ago, when I was building a networking business, my company had events in 2 or 3 different cities at the same time. And so what I used to do was I would alternate the locations, the cities that we were in. And I'd be telling all my friends, I'm coming to Chicago, I'm coming to Dallas, I'm coming to Detroit, and would end up going to the one that had the most participants. And then I would tell my friends, you know, let them know, I'm sorry, I can't make it to that city because I have to, you know, be in Dallas. But I'm going to share one story with all of you. When I was building a business, my company, exactly like I'm talking about here, we had an event in Dallas, Texas. We had an event in Chicago. And I've been talking to this woman who was a social worker in the Chicago school system. She also had she was a therapist, and she had a side business. She was making about $150,000 a year. And, you know, she knew kind of what I did. She didn't really understand. She knew I was networking. She didn't really know what my business was, because it was clear that there was no reason to talk to her about it, because she didn't have any kind of a need. So I had mentioned to her that I'm coming up to Chicago for an event because Les Brown was going to be speaking there, and she was all excited. She says, oh my God, Les Brown at the time was very popular in the Chicago school system. So she says, could you get, I'd love to go and hear Les Brown. So I told her, absolutely, you know, and this was not to show her the business. You know, one time I told her, you know, what the conference was about. I sent her some information on the company, but I did not make any effort to sell it to her, right? And she's really looking forward to meeting me in Chicago for the event. Well, a week or so before the event, I realized I got 14 people that I'm meeting in Dallas that weekend, and 13 out of 14 signed up in my business. So going to Chicago was out of the question. But I called Carol up and I said, listen, Carol, don't worry, I'm going to make arrangements. You can definitely go. So I called up the person that was putting on the event, introduced myself, and told them I'm going to be, I can't make it, but, you know, please extend every courtesy to my friend. Gave her the number, and they said, no problem, we'll take care of her. Well, sending a prospect to an event that, unless they're a relative, can be a very, very tricky and dangerous thing. Because, hey, she's a guest, and what happened with Carol was pretty much what you could expect to happen if you ever did that. She shows up at the event, and at the event, what they do is they give you these little name tags. If you're in the business, you got a red tag. If you're a guest, you get a blue. So she's walking around with this blue tag, and everybody that she was talking to, she said they couldn't have been nicer, but they were all trying to sign her up in the business. In fact, Les Brown was in the business, and one of the people putting on the event brought her backstage, and to tell you the truth, the event sold her on getting into the business, right? So now she's backstage, she's talking to Les Brown, and Les Brown's right arm, who's in our company, and they're all telling her, listen, Carol, you know, she was a therapist, she was in the Chicago school system. Well, she said, well, you know, if, you know, I'm really interested in getting in the business, but I'm going to get into the business with my friend Max, who's down in Palm Beach. And they were telling her, well, you can't build these businesses that way. You know, you need somebody close by. You need somebody to answer your questions. You need somebody to work with. This is a face-to-face business. And she just looked at him and she says, yeah, but wait a minute. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him. Max is going to show me how to build the business on the internet. And they're looking at her like, keep in mind that this was 1997. You know, you can't do this on the internet. Well, she went to the event. She comes back home, signed her up in the business. And I didn't find out until after she was in the business that she was not only a caseworker and a social worker in the Chicago school system, but she was very active politically, and she was the president of the Social Workers Association for the entire state. Talk about a nice surprise. The following year, she became the president of the whole association. And we had 15 other state presidents at our company event in August of 1998, when the company announced that we were no longer going to have our channel, that we were being sold to prepaid legal. And 15 women were in tears because that's not what they signed up for. So using the events, and I'll just demonstrate it really quick. On my profile, I list Miami. So when I do a search for people who are looking for opportunity, first people to come up, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Miami, Fort Lauderdale. This is my area. Now all I have to do is come back to my profile, edit my location, and of course what you have to do is you have to put in the appropriate zip code. The easiest way to get it, pop over here, Zip code for San Diego, 91945. And put myself in the greater San Diego area. Now when I come up here to do a search, that's the way you get your search results. Okay? So, no shortage of opportunities for you to talk to people. Now, first it's going to be location. Another reason that Jeff could be showing up here is because maybe we went to the same school. Maybe we have a lot of mutual connections. But at the end of the day, the bottom line for all of you is conversation. It's talking to people. Okay? Let me flip back over here. Okay, now, we're going to be talking about this all week. First session of boot camp already started. Get past this. I think I'm a little, whoops. Okay, now, let me just bring up the scripts book is broken down in multiple ways that you can use it. All of the scripts were updated in June. We're going to be updating it again in sometime in November. Now, if there's anybody that is interested in going faster, I only work with 30 to 35 people a month in private coaching, and I can teach anybody how to master this process in roughly 5 hours. But in addition to helping you master the prospecting and recruiting parts of social media, I'm also going to teach you how, frankly, to build a business. I'm going to teach you things about network marketing that comes with 20 years of experience working with so many companies. Now, all you need is a personal profile on any social network, and you can turn that into a broadcasting platform that will impact millions of people and make you millions of dollars. I've been doing this for 24 years. Charlie owned a kennel, very successful businessman, paranoid, totally petrified about Facebook. We opened up his settings. He was, like I said, petrified. We opened up his settings. We made him visible. You know, after our first coaching session, we made one post. He heard from an old friend he hadn't talked to in 40 years, signed him up in the business. He was on fire. And Barante, in our first month, enrolled 26 people into her business. 3 months later, she was able to quit her job, building an Isagenix business. And she doubled her income in 2014, and today she is in the top 10 of her company. Suzanne became the #2 recruiter in her company 90 days after we started working together. The company flew her to Orlando for the company event. And when the owner of the company told her, when she told the owner of the company that I was come up and buy her a cup of coffee, he called me up, invited me to maybe do a training or two, and so he gave me a room. And when I was up there, I was delighted to find out that the #1 guy and the #3 recruiter in the company had all been students of mine. Thaddeus I'd coached, and Tom I had worked with years earlier. 11 months after she started, she was making 6 figures. Now, Jeunesse, after 1 or 2 coaching sessions, became the best recruiter in her group, building a Jeunesse business. And 2 months later, she was literally signing somebody up every month. Okay, now, in addition to teaching you how to do this, what I'm also going to do is I'm going to teach you as much as you want to know or need to know about network marketing. Now, one of the things we do is I'm not only going to train you to do this, but I'm going to train you to train 5 people. 5 hours is all the time we need. My 7-hour program is $4,900. It includes receiving all of my programs, my Endless Release program, participation in 4 boot camps, October, November, December, and because of the overlap between December and January, you're going to get 4 boot camps. Participation in our Top Earner Retreat. Either you could watch the videos of the retreat that we did last month or at the beginning of this month, and you pick up our 90-day game plan, or actually what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to give you access to that retreat, but I'll let you participate in the next one in February. Now, in addition to receiving all of these, where if you had to pay for these on an individual basis, you'd pay over $5,000. What I'm going to do is I'm going to train you to train 5 inner circle people, and you'll be able to give them all of these programs. Our goal is to help you rank advance significantly by New Year's Eve. So if there's anybody that's interested in my coaching program, type coaching and your phone number in the chat window or the Q&A box, and one of my staff members will give you a call. We have a number of coaching students here already, and for those of you that have just started, you know, think quality over quantity. You become a top earner with a team. And we're going to help you. If you don't have them already, we're going to help you train those folks. For those of you that are previous coaching students, please give my office a call, because we have some special promotions for those of you that are former coaching students and you want a little extra time. Our masterminds are going to resume on Saturdays, working with small groups of 12 people. Write to support@maxsteingart.com. Get on some of these sessions. They're open to the general public. And remember, you want to be successful in your business, all you have to do is talk to 5, 10, 15, 20 people a day. Follow the scripts. I'm going to be posting this on our YouTube channel. It'll be up there in the morning. Go to maxsteingart.com/free leads. We're here to help all of you. There's no reason why any of you can't be successful in your business, and all you need is a profile that people can see. Apply some of the simple strategies in Endless Free Leads Mobile, changing all the time, and you're on your way. The 4th quarter of the year, we've got some strategies revolving around these special holidays that will enable you to talk to more people and close more sales. Mark Yarnell participated in one of our retreats a few years ago, and part of his training was he ended his training with this motivational thought. Life has 2 rules. Rule number 1, never quit. And rule number 2, always remember rule number 1. All of you are heading down the same road. All of you have access to 2.4 billion people on Facebook, 600 million professionals on LinkedIn. And if you have an hour or 2 a day, you could leverage your experience in the service, leverage your experience in any field, leverage your experience from any school or university, or just leverage the access that you have to people that you know in advance need what you have, want what you have. So join me tomorrow, 9 a.m., 4 p.m., or 10 p.m. Our next session of boot camp is Tuesday night at 9. So until next time, best of luck in building your business, and God bless.